What if the only thing keeping the world from falling out of the sky is a broken airship, a grumpy mage who hates company, and the one woman he swore never to trust with his secrets? In Sky Shielder, Lindsay Buroker delivers a fantasy romance adventure that soars above genre expectations, proving that the most dangerous altitudes aren't found in storm clouds, but in the terrifying vulnerability of letting someone else take the helm. This isn't just another steampunk-tinged quest or enemies to lovers romp. It's a witty, emotionally resonant journey where banter is armor, competence is foreplay, and saving the realm requires fixing what's broken inside as much as what's broken in the engine room. From the first wind-whipped narration, listeners are strapped into a cockpit where every gear shift feels like a heartbeat, and every shared silence at 10,000 feet carries more weight than any declaration. Perfect for fans of action-packed romantasy and character-driven found family stories, this audiobook serves up relentless momentum, laugh-out-loud humor, and a love story that earns its altitude through mutual respect rather than fate. When disgraced Sky Knight Captain Rhea Voss is forced to partner with reclusive shield mage Kaelin Thorne to stop a catastrophic rift from tearing the floating continents apart, she expects professional friction, not to discover he's the anonymous correspondent whose letters kept her sane during years of exile. Bound by mission parameters and unspoken history, they navigate a dynamic charged with recognition neither can afford to acknowledge. But as sabotage mounts and their airship becomes both sanctuary and target, something shifts. Not instant attraction, but the dawning realization that survival demands trust deeper than protocol allows. Buroker masterfully avoids reducing their bond to trope mechanics. Instead, she crafts a relationship rooted in earned reliance, where intimacy emerges from watching each other work under pressure and choosing partnership when solitude would be safer. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional precision, capturing Rhea's wry resilience softening into genuine ease, and Kaelin's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath layers of self-imposed isolation. You don't just hear their connection ignite, you feel the seismic shift of two souls learning to lean without losing balance. What elevates Sky Shielder beyond typical fantasy adventure is its nuanced portrayal of competence as love language. Rhea isn't merely capable, she's rebuilding identity after institutional betrayal, challenging the notion that worth equals obedience. Kaelin doesn't rescue her through magic. He creates space where her skills are valued without condition, honoring her expertise even as his own walls crumble. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing watch shifts that become confessional vigils, negotiating boundaries within confined spaces designed to force interdependence, and protecting each other from threats that exploit past wounds. Supporting characters add vital texture, crew members whose loyalty mask personal agendas, rival factions whose motives blur lines between enemy and ally, even the airship itself rendered as living character whose groans and hums mirror emotional states. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In skies built on instability, trust is the only true anchor. Even the magic system serves thematic depth, with shielding spells reflecting emotional barriers and aerial combat mirroring internal negotiations of control and surrender. For audiobook listeners, this production is pure sensory immersion. The narrator embodies Rhea and Kaelin with remarkable distinction. Rhea's voice carries steel wrapped in dawning humor, while Kaelin's low timbre trembles with suppressed emotion beneath disciplined cadence, making their chemistry palpable even in conflict. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming intimacy. Distant turbine whines marking emotional transitions, wind howling through hull breaches during vulnerable moments, the rhythmic clink of gears syncing with heartbeats during quiet exchanges, all anchor fantastical stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of flight itself, accelerating during chase sequences and dogfights, then gliding through serene stretches where trust solidifies midair. Whether you're commuting through ground-level chaos or drifting into dreams, the audiobook creates a portable cockpit where escapism and introspection coexist seamlessly. It's storytelling as embodied ascent, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that rises because it refuses to crash. Ultimately, Sky Shielder redefines fantasy romance by centering female agency within high-stakes frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for satisfying chemistry and epic quests, while delivering substantive commentary on trauma, masculinity, and the radical act of building partnerships based on equality rather than destiny. No prior series nudge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional odyssey. If you've ever wondered whether love can thrive amid uncertainty, or if true strength requires softness, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the bravest act is handing over the controls to someone who sees your course clearer than you do. Press play, fasten your harness, and prepare to believe that even in skies ruled by chaos, hearts still find ways to fly in formation. Your next favorite romantasy isn't waiting in destined perfection. It's waiting in the brave, trembling choice to trust the person beside you when the world below falls away.